Hi, I'm DJ Flash, and today I'm going to be walking around campus asking teachers if they have any advice for the seniors this year. Do you have any advice for the seniors leaving this year?
I think that they should take advantage of any opportunity that comes their way that truly excites them, regardless of what it is. If they need help trying to figure out a way to support themselves while doing it, there are a lot of people and foundations that can help them. But if there's a class that's not your major, or if there's a trip or opportunity, take it. You'll never know where it leads or who you'll meet or what'll happen. But if it excites you and it's something that you're genuinely interested in, regardless of what that is, as long as you're like being safe and conscious of things, try it. The worst that can happen is you find out, hey, that's not for me. But I met this really cool person and they told me about this thing, or I really love this, I want to learn more. And having those opportunities is something that makes life fun.
Sure, I've got two pieces of advice. I think as seniors head off to college, they think that everything is sort of set in their lives. And my two pieces of advice are one, to make sure to pay attention to the social side of your life, not just the academic side of your life when you start at a new place. Getting to know people and being involved with people is really going to help you both on the social side of things and on the academic side of things. And then the second is to remember that nothing is set in stone. I think that people feel like they have a major that they need to follow or a career that they're going to end up in. And I think you want to follow Stevenson's motto of shaping a joyful life. Figure out what it is that you love, and if you are able to do what you love, everything else will follow along the way.
When I think about that, I think about all of us teachers and how we all love teaching all of you, and how this time of year is such a big deal in our culture. You've been in school for your whole life and you're thinking about so many things. It's such a rare marking moment in one's life to graduate. I don't know if I have any great wisdom or advice, except some of the usual things: to really drink it in, try to be present. I suppose there's little things that are meaningful. Say things to people that think about things you could say to people that you feel that are positive, that you want to express. Write a note to someone, a friend, a peer, a teacher. I know people sign yearbooks, but that's become kind of a cliche. And I think everybody's so different. And for some people, this is a wonderful moment. And for others, sometimes it's not so perfectly wonderful. And so I think it's really important to think hard about being present and seeing each other and other people in this amazing moment. But it is an accomplishment. It's a big deal. It's possibly the biggest thing in every senior's life right now, ever. And we're all here to acknowledge and celebrate that. And so you have earned it. And so enjoy that moment. It's a rare treat to have everybody clapping for you just for being you. And the only other thing I can think of is we're all about college. We're all about college and where you're going. And that's going to sort itself out. And just personally speaking, again, as a teacher in a prep school, one of the punch to the gut moments that we experience emotionally is when you see, man, I'm almost tearing up right now as I speak. When you see seniors walking away with their families after the post-graduation celebration, it's really something. And every one of us feels it. And in some ways, in a funny way, the seniors and the faculty are like, we both agree it's time for you to get out of here. You're ready. And we want you to leave. But it's so poignant because when you see people walk away, you don't know if you'll ever see them again. And we've been through so much together for so many years. And you think of, it's kind of like that Winnie the Pooh thing where with Christopher Robin, we're going to still be here and be the same. And you seniors are going to completely change and grow. In some ways, naturally, appropriately, you're going to want to put this all behind and forget it because you need to grow and change and get out of school, and that's as it should be. But for us in that moment, it's super powerful. So graduation day itself is one of the most magnificent things anywhere, and I think Stevenson does it in a unique way that I've never seen as beautiful as anywhere else. So ironically, I'm not going to be here this year for it, but my heart will be here with my seniors. We just had an advisory, and we clapped for the 4 or 5 seniors who are in my group. I've been there with them for 4 years, and it's cool. It's really cool.
I would say my biggest advice for seniors is when you're in college, get to know your professors and your friends, because a lot of times those people will help you get jobs after school in college, and that's the best way to get mentorship, because after you graduate from college, it's a little more difficult and you have to do things by yourself.
Do you have any advice for seniors leaving this year?
Do I? Listen, mind your own business. Stay out of other folks' business, seriously. When people start gossiping to you, keep your mouth shut, just listen. It's a safe way to not develop a reputation for being a jerk. And that's going to be really important, especially your first year of college, because you do not want to cultivate any sort of like janky reputation. Make new friends. Even if you're going to the same school as a friend or other people from Stevenson, also make new friends. You're going to be in a bigger pond with more, different kinds of people. Have fun with that. Lean into that. And go to your professor's office hours. Do not wait to, speak to your professor because you're confused about something or, you got your first bad grade, because that's going to happen. Listen, just be ready. Professors are relentless. They are going to shred your work. So even if you feel like I got this, and you have a certain level, you will be ready, because boarding school in particular, being at a private school, is college prep. But your professors are still going to shred your paper, and they will do it in red ink. When that happens, make sure you actually take the feedback. But it helps if you have already introduced yourself to a professor, so that the first time you were actually talking to, them, it's not because of something you got a bad grade or you're confused about something. Go say hi, introduce yourself. That's what I got for you.
I think my advice for seniors going into college, leaving, would be my biggest thing going away from high school to college was getting concerned about not picking a major and worried about what I'm going to do. And the earlier I pick a major, the better. But if there's one thing I've learned, don't get too hung up on the major and just try and do something that you enjoy and go for that. And that'll help lead you to, I think, the best case, what you'll end up graduating with and the skills and knowledge that you'll get from that time. So that was one thing that stuck with me the most. I was very concerned about, I don't know what I'm going to do. What major should I do? I didn't pick one freshman year, which kind of slowed me down. And I wish I would have just tried some things that I was interested in and just not worried about that too much.
Advice I give most years, it's be open to new things when you're off of college or wherever's next. So I'm fond of saying you don't know what you don't know. So you might take a class and you might be thinking of majoring in something, but you take a class in another area and it catches your interest, and then you take another one, and then you never know.